What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, we're going to do a little bit of my favorites and my dark horses for the Euro 2020. So it will be a prediction show. Without further ado, let's get in. So we're going to start off with the dark horses first, and I'm going to start off with my favorite team, my team that I've supported my entire life watching football, which is the Three Lions, England. As an England fan, I've been disappointed tournament after tournament for as long as I can remember. We always say we have one of the best teams, we always say we are one of the favorites, and we always fall short and have a disappointing international tournament. And there's not really much evidence to say otherwise, but I got to keep the faith and I got to keep the belief. We have a bunch of very successful footballers coming off of the recent season, Champions League winners, Premier League winners, so on and so forth. A really good showing this year. We can only hope. I can only hope. And yeah, I think they're gonna go. They'll do a deep run, probably a semi-final run. Of course, it all depends on the draws and also, bear with me if I'm wrong, but I really think they are one of the dark horses in this race. The second dark horse in this race is obviously a team that missed out the last international tournament, Le Azzurri, Italy, and you know they have a good mix of youth, creativity, and some serious veterans in the game in their national team, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can find the perfect blend for this international tournament. They have exciting players like Berardi, of course, Federico Chiesa, not to mention some long time stalwarts Lorenzo Insigne, Ciro Immobile. Then they obviously have backline of Florenzi and Bonucci and Chiellini. I can't believe he's still playing, but he is. And so they will also be one of my dark horses for the tournament. I predict they'll have a really good run. Then we go with one of my favorites, one of the, I don't know, top five ranking teams in maybe 5, 6, 7 years now. We have Belgium. Their backline's a little aged this year. They are slightly past their prime. Some of their centre backs. They have some new centre backs that hopefully they'll mix it up. They'll have a good balance of a veteran and a newcomer to boost that the backline slightly, and then they obviously their midfield is filled with talent like De Bruyne and Tielemans and Witsel, and of course their attack is also full of fantastic footballers. We have Yannick Carrasco, Romelu Lukaku, of course. We have Castagne, who's had a fantastic season in the Premier League. Um, Belgium is a undoubtable force in this Euros. They should go really far. Anything less than that will be a shocker this year because they have a really good team. A lot of their players are in form, so there's a lot to expect out of them this year. And then we have my final favorites of the season. We have who I think is actually going to win it all unless something really drastic happens this year. It is Le Bleu, the French national team. They have a fantastic team. They have a lot of players who have come from that World Cup winning side back in. They have a strong midfield. They have N'Golo Kante and Paul Pogba. Of course, they have Griezmann. They have French superstar Kylian Mbappe. I mean, they just have a super squad, and they are nothing short of the favorites to win Euro 2020. I think you'll go anywhere and you'll see that they are probably everybody's number one pick to win it. Odds makers, pundits, whoever, regular fans, everyone expects the French to win it this year, and continue that golden generation of winning maybe even the World Cup in 18 months. You never know. And yeah, I think France is the favorite to win the Euro 2020 in 2021. So yeah, France to win, take it all, I think. If you like the video, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.